What do you say to somebody who is super analysis by paralysis? Because I think you would say that that would be something you would have leaned
Oh my God,
towards a
100%.
lot. Yeah, a lot before you became an entrepreneur yourself. What would you say to somebody saying, "Hey, Steve, I kind of want to do it, but how do we toe the line between making sure they're practical, but also actually making the jump?" Because I think the flip side of what we're saying of making sure you're practical and you're being smart is also a lot of people tend to have quote unquote side hustles that could actually be something, but they never really make that full time. I'm going to do this. I'm really going to go all in, with my energy and my attention. What would you say if somebody came up to you and said, "Steve, I think I have this thing, but how do I make that leap, that emotional leap, which is really the most important one, to actually doing this, day in and day out?"
Yeah, so I would say there's two trains of thought that are my immediate knee jerk. I'm biased towards one because I chose this option, but having a partner, I think, is for someone like myself who's super analytical and always was going to make sure to do the best job possible. And if I wasn't sure it was going to work, I was probably not going to do it. You being a partner to me took all of that stress off my plate, or at least a lot of it.
Right. Yeah,
it made it a lot easier to do things that we weren't comfortable with because I had you to kind of motivate the actual initiative, right?
Yeah.
So I think good.
No, so I was going to say find somebody that maybe would push you to do it. It is a little more on the other side of the coin. Okay.
Yes, and even speaking more holistically, regardless of what kind of personality you are, if you're worried about making the jump for whatever reason, finding someone who fills the voids that you have. Because if you get into business with the same type of mentality person, you guys are probably going to have the same weak points as well. And as long as you're okay with dealing with those, it's totally fine. But for me specifically, I didn't need someone to do more analysis. I could do that on my own. Yeah. I needed someone to help fill the void that I had of the push, right?
Right, like actually saying, "Hey, let's make this jump. Let's take the risk and go for it." Yeah.